Hello, hi everybody. It's Thom Filicia and welcome to House Calls. Happy Thursday, everybody. I'm having a little Sancerre this fine afternoon, just one glass, keeping it sensible. And I want to let you know that today on House Calls, we have a really interesting opportunity to go behind the scenes with a company out of Chicago called Eastern Accents. Eastern Accents is a bedding company. They make incredible bedding and window treatments, and they're an incredible company with a beautiful factory in Chicago. I happen to have a line of bedding. I have a bedding collection with them. Pillows, bedding, throws, all of that. Thom Filicia Home Collection is, they manufacture my bedding out of Chicago. American sewn by hand in Chicago. How fabulous is that? So today we're going to be online. We're going to be live with Eastern Accents, and we're going to talk to them about how they're a manufacturing company that makes bedding and all of these other things that they make, but now they're making masks. And so they were a non-essential company, and now they have this incredible opportunity to give back and really help out hospitals and shelters and a variety of other people. So let me get them on board here. I'm really excited to see them and talk to them. Waiting for Eastern Accents. Here we go. I can't wait to see who it is. It's probably going to be Louise. Let's see. Waiting for Eastern Accents. Hi. How are you? Hey, guys. By the way, please send in questions today. Bedding questions, any questions about really anything. But we're going to be talking today to a bedding company. So it'll be really great to get some questions. So I'm not sure. We're still waiting for Eastern Accents. I don't know why they are not coming up just yet, but it's taking a minute. Let me see if there's Louise is incredible. Eastern Accents and Louise are incredible. People love Eastern Accents. I'm just noticing that we're getting all of these. Let me see what is the Eastern Accents. Okay. I'm going to try to get Eastern Accents again. It doesn't seem like it's going through. Let's see. No. Well, there we go. Add Eastern Accents. Waiting for Eastern Accents. Not sure what's happening. They're probably oh, we're connecting. It says we're connecting. Hello. Hello, Eastern Accents. Wait a minute.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out who this is, but you're in a mask. Is that Fidela? Oh, it's Louise. Hi, Louise.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
How are you?
We're doing good, thanks.
I'm good. Your connection is not good.
Oh,
you guys don't have a good, your connection's not good. Can you go to a place where you have a better connection?
Now, really, let me see.
Okay.
You tell me if it gets a little better.
It's a little better. Yeah, you're a little blurry, but you look good. I got you. Now I can see you more now. There you go.
Okay.
How are you?
We're doing good. Thanks. How about you?
I'm better. You know, I had the corona, and I had that for a week in New York, and then I came up to my house and ended up having pneumonia. And luckily, I was diagnosed by two doctors that are amazing doctors here in Skinny Atlas in Syracuse, and they diagnosed me, and I am now healthy and happy and able to communicate with all of my friends. But how have you guys been? Have you guys all been healthy?
Yes, we are doing awesome. We are.
You're doing awesome.
This is
where are you right now?
So,
are you at the factory?
So I'm in the factory right now, and like you said, it's all of the medical industry. We have been making masks. I feel like we're like a little...
Hold on. Before you get into that, I want to explain to everybody who you are and what you do. So real quick, I want you to give us a little bit of a background as to who Eastern Accents is and what the company is about before we get into what you're doing now, just to give people some background that maybe don't know what you do.
Perfect. So we are a bedding manufacturer. We make bedding and pillows. We make your beautiful bedding in Chicago.
You make my beautiful bedding, which, by the way, just so you know, I'm sleeping on it right now. I'm sleeping on it. It's in all my guest rooms. It's in my house in New York. It has. You know how I mean, honestly, I'm with Eastern Accents every day and every night. So thank you for that. But keep going.
And we kind of love it because Tom's dog, Lexi, really loves our bedding and chews Tom's bedding. So that means that Tom has to keep on replenishing. So we do love that fact too. But we make bedding, we make pillows. That's what we used to do.
You make window treatments.
We make window treatments. Yeah.
Dog
draperies, Roman shades. We make headboards. We make ottomans, all different types of pieces of furniture.
Right.
And we do it all here. Like you've been here many times. You know our factory.
And when you say here, you guys are in Chicago.
Yeah.
And you have a factory with an amazing team of people that are seamstresses and sewers and fabric cutters and designers. There's a whole design department that so we'll get into all that. But keep going. I want people to understand how fabulous Eastern Accents is behind the scenes. I mean, a lot of people know who you are at High Point. Of course they do.
Sure.
But you guys are an amazing company, and you're an American company. And you're also, you guys are an amazing team. I love working with you guys, and you guys are some of my favorite people on the planet. We're going to get into that more too. But tell us, like, how did Eastern Accents get started?
So the company got started. Eastern Accents was originally a company. I love it. Tom still has the wine.
It's 1 o'clock.
I know. But Tom, there is still an option for you to run this year. This is
I know, and we're going to get into that. Don't forget about that.
All right.
We're going to talk about Tom.
Anyway, but so yes, Eastern Accents has been doing pillows and bedding in Chicago for about 30 years. And the company is actually owned by a couple. It's a very multinational, diverse kind of company. So behind me is one of the owners. This is Steve. Steve, wave to Tom.
Hey, Steve. Oh my God, I love Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, come say hi.
See, we're all essential. Steve is actually clipping threads off of our masks right now. So we're all trying to do our part. There we go. We did send some to Tom.
I'm wearing Wednesday.
Yes, yes.
Look how chic this is.
Yeah. So we did make a couple of masks for Tom just so we could have them. And this is what we're doing now. But anyway, Steve.
But wait, let me just tell you. Louise, let me tell you, I love thank you for my masks.
You're welcome.
Eastern Accent sent me masks for every day of the week. Wednesday is dynamic. This is one of my favorites. And every day there's a different one. Tuesday Max is totally rocking. So, and then look at Tuesday's mask. So they gave me masks for every day of the week. And I have to tell you, like everything you do, they're beautifully made. They are so beautifully made. And I have a question for you, Louise.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's making masks locally here, and they need to get, the elastic. Is that a possibility?
We can probably hook you up with some elastic.
Help source it for them? Okay. I'll talk to you later about that. But
keep going. We can figure it out. We've been using an exponential amount of elastic. But anyway, it's back to
one of my best friend's moms. One of my best friend, Megan, her mom, who I adore. She's like a mom to all of us, really. And she is at home, and she is sewing masks for her friends and for her community and for the hospitals and whoever she can do it for. And I've been trying to find elastic for her, and it just made me think of it when I opened this up. So anyways.
It is amazing to see what people are doing and how everybody, like you see such a great aspect of humanity. You've got to embrace it. But anyway, I'm going back.
So how did the company get started?
Yes. Steve and Ridvan. Steve is from Sweden. Ridvan is Turkish. So the two of them used to sell rugs out of their van. Drove around the U.S., delivering rugs to everybody, different kilns, things like that. They'd go to Turkey, buy them, then come over to the U.S. and deliver the rugs. And then what happened is one of their customers was a company called Eastern Accents in Chicago. They would sell damaged killums to this gentleman. He made
I
pillows
love that. I
out of
love that Ridvan was selling these rugs out of his car and he was driving around. It's just so
yeah.
funny to me. He's such
It's
an
so
he's such a
appropriate.
that's crazy. I
Yeah.
love it.
And what happened was Eastern Accents was an interesting company and they were very creative but not very business minded. So the company went under and Ridvan and Steve acquired the company and then that was it. They just took it from there and went from doing one-off rugs and pillows to making pillows, bedding, furniture, and everything that we do today.
Right. You guys are an amazing company. How many people are you now? About. Oh, you're kind of, wait, you're coming in and out. You're coming in and out. I don't know if you're moving. You might be moving too much. About 300. Okay. I think if you move around a lot, your connection goes wonky. There you go.
Here, anyway, in the factory, it's just such a big space.
There you go.
Are we okay? Can you hear me?
So, yep, I can hear you now.
Perfect.
So now you guys are doing, you guys are this company, manufacturing company, about 300 people in Chicago, making bedding, decorative bedding, all of these things for the home, window treatments, etc. And you guys have now been, you've been asked, or you guys decided as a non-essential company, as a company that, that was not essential, you guys were able to turn the factory into now a manufacturing situation for masks. So tell me about how that happened, how that came about, how you guys decided to do that.
So, we're lucky. We buy great fabrics from all over the world. And we ended up knowing that we have all of the fabrics. We have the elastic, we have the knowledge. We can sew. We decided, listen, this is something we should do. And we started doing it thinking it would just be even like just a local thing, like being able to help people around here. But it's just, I think like everybody, it's been really surprising. It's turned into an amazing thing that just reaches everywhere. Like we've sent masks to LAPD. We've sent masks to our own police department here in Chicago. We're sending masks to hospitals in Princeton, to Houston. It's all over the country. It's just really staggering.
That's incredible. And you're sending them to hospitals, homeless shelters, senior living, places. You're also, so you're making these masks. Now you guys are getting them out there. Are you selling them? Are you raised? How is that all working?
So we're just shipping them out to places that need them. Like this is how we send them out. So they're
donating them.
We're donating. They're packaged in plastic bags like this. And we do have, like on Eastern Accents website, you'll see it. We actually do have some that we can sell as well if people want to purchase them. All proceeds go towards donations. So everything is just about getting as many out there as we can.
So individuals can buy these, which by the way, they are so well done. How much are they individually for people that if they want to buy them?
I think they might be, how much, sorry? 14. Sorry,
they're $14. And the money that when people buy these for themselves for like personal use, then that money goes back into making them for the hospitals, the homeless shelters, and these bigger organizations that are really desperate for them, right? And they're cleanable. They're cleanable.
That's the best part. All of our masks are machine washable, so they're multi-use. So you use them, you can wash them, rewear them. So they're really, they are nice.
And now where can people, what is the website? What exactly is the website people can go to find out more about the masks?
If they want to go onto our website, easternaccents.com, we have a little thing about COVID at the top. They can just go there and it'll give them a link to
easternaccents.com. And they can go to the COVID section and they can do that.
That's
you could probably, and if you can also go to media@thomfilicia.com and we can help direct you to get you there. But we'll talk about that later for a different reason. So, by the way, I want to thank you for what you all are doing. I mean, first of all, I'm so honored and proud to be associated with Eastern Accents because you're an
Thanks.
amazing company.
Thank
And
you.
I love all of my friends. I mean, Ridvan and Steve and Lydia and Dennis and you and the whole crew. I mean, your whole
Yes.
group from the creative team that we work with.
Yeah.
You guys are just an amazing. We have such a great like working relationship with you, and I feel like we've been able to develop such a beautiful collection of things that not only I live with and I love in my own home, but I
Mm-hmm.
actually my clients live with it, and so many people have really sent us so many wonderful comments throughout the year saying how much they really love our bedding collection. And in my showroom in New York in Sedgwick and Brattle, we have a bedding sort of section now that we started developing,
Yes.
as you know, and we get such great feedback. People are so excited because they say it's so hard to find great bedding today, and there are people are really love that your product,
Thanks. It's a team.
and
You know,
that's amazing.
it takes a lot of
Yeah,
people, like
it takes a
you
village.
included, to make these happen.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it is amazing. I can't believe we've been working together now for 7 years. What was that? You're kind of coming in and out again. We can't hear you. I don't not sure. I don't know if you're moving the camera, Louise, but I think you may want to stay stationary because what? Louise? 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 Can you hear me? Louise, can you hear me? Louise, can you hear me? I think when Louise moves her camera around to show us what's happening, we lose connection. Louise, 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 can you hear me? Can you hear me? Louise, can you hear me? Anyway, so I think, we're having technical difficulties with Louise. I think what she's trying to do is show us the behind the scenes of the factory. And I think as she's moving through the factory, because it's a big concrete building, I think that we're losing Louise. So let me just see if there's any, um, Louise, I think you're coming back. Um, Louise? Hmm. Anyways, so one of the things is, so I've been working with Eastern Accents for 7 years. They are this really fabulous company. There are about 300 people. They're in Chicago, and they're an absolute delight to work with. Hey, Louise, you're back. Louise, I think when you
Okay,
move the
this is
camera,
Tom.
hi, Louise, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
When you move the camera, you go off. You go
Okay.
away. There's like I think when you move, like right now I can barely see you, but when you move the camera, your signal just disappears and you go into nowhere's land. We can't
Okay.
see you or hear you whenever you move the
Okay.
camera. I don't know what you were doing. I think you were trying to give us a tour, and I was explaining that to everybody. But when you move the camera, I think you need to find a place where the camera works and just put it there. Um, right now, where you are is not great.
Not great. Yeah. Where
No,
would it be?
Come to IT. You can sit at my desk. We have
I
a.
think where you were before was good. Anyways, so Eastern Accents and I have been working together for 7 years. I have a bedding collection with them called the Thom Filicia Bedding Collection, and it's amazing. And they are now making masks. You can buy them for $14 as an individual. You can go on to easternaccents.com, go to COVID, and for $14 you can buy the mask. Your proceeds will then go towards Eastern Accents making these fabulous masks that are cleanable. They're in these fabulous fabrics. They're really well made, so you can wear it, you can clean it, you can wear it to the supermarket, you can, and it looks a little bit, less, medical than what you typically think of a mask. They're a little bit more decorative, which is kind of fun, and it makes it into a little bit more of, I think it's going to make it feel a little bit more like not so bizarre to have to wear it. I think Louise might be back now. Louise, are you back? Hey, Louise, are you back? I think I can hear you a little bit better now. I think so. Yeah. You're not back. Okay. But so the thing is that what some of the things that I've done with Eastern Accents is amazing. We did a campaign in High Point called Thom for President, which you can go online to Thom Filicia for President, Eastern Accents, Thom Filicia for President, and there are some videos that are really fun that we did this about 4 years ago, and during the presidential election, and it was really just to bring a little bit of levity to the situation and really introduce our bedding collection. And it was Thom Filicia for President, making the world a better place, one room at a time. And so, and that's kind of what we did. It was really funny. You might enjoy seeing that. We could be,
okay.
Louise, you look, oh my God, you're back and you look, I can see you.
Okay.
How are you? Perfect.
Okay.
Wherever you are.
Yeah, I know. This is like, I'm in IT office.
Okay, now I can see you and hear you.
Perfect.
You have a great connection now. For a while, we couldn't hear you for a while.
Okay.
So I was just telling everybody about how fabulous Eastern Accents is, and we have a betting line with you, and and that you guys are 300 people in Chicago. You're making these masks. I showed them the masks. I told them how to get them. And some of that you were part of as well, but it was kind of in and out a little bit. And we talked a little bit about what Eastern Accents typically does. And you guys work so closely with designers.
Yes, we do.
You guys work with so many designers, right?
We do, yeah. Like you, Tom, High Point is sort of our big show where we meet all of our customers. We do a lot of customization for designers. We work on a ton of custom projects. So people give us their specifications and everything for different things they want made. So we can kind of make whatever you want. Or we offer lots of things in our open line and people can purchase from there too.
Right. So I think that's amazing. And you guys do a lot of customization, and you work directly with designers, and, and even do you guys work with the end user as well, or is it mostly designers?
Really just designers. And most end users will go through a designer to find our product, because a lot of times the designer knows what they're doing and they understand like how to put the fabrics together, or how to make everything work really well. So
Got it.
And customization then ends up being like this. I mean, we never thought we were going to make masks.
I know, but you guys, by the way, they're beautiful. You guys are doing a great job, and I'm so proud to be associated with such a fabulous company and what you guys are doing. It's amazing.
It is pretty cool. And what's really nice too is, obviously, we're just novices at the mask. We're not like Elon Musk is making respirators, not cars anymore. So like on a tiny scale, we're sort of doing our little bit like that. Like we're making masks instead of bedding. But what's nice is we've gotten great feedback too. Like we sent some to Dr. Blanchard over at University of Chicago, and their feedback was great. They love the masks. They said they were the best made ones they've seen. And what they're doing is, a lot of hospitals that we're sending masks to, they're sending them home with patients. Because they're not the medical N95 masks.
Right.
They really
are. Right. They're for personal use.
For personal use, and it's really just to be able to kind of, contain everything and then stop touching on the face. But the masks work really well. We've sent a lot as well to senior living centers. Like there's so many people that need these. We're shipping out thousands a day. And
I have to tell you, Louise, I have some that my office gave me, that are like kind of a papery material, and they're not, these really are they're comfortable, they
Yeah.
feel good, the quality of the lining is amazing. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
having beautiful sheet on your face.
It sort of is. I mean, that is what we're
Yeah,
using is we're using our cotton sheeting as lining for
yeah,
these masks. And like the elastic can kind of adjust so you can pull it, you know,
yeah, yeah.
tauter
It's
so it's
great.
more comfortable. But you know, they work. People like them. Like I said, you can wash them. They're
Yeah.
great. And
And we
all
can,
of
and people can go again, they can go to
yeah,
easternaccents.com,
.com.
and then they go to COVID,
Fit.
and then you can get
Yep.
information on how to get the mask,
Yes.
buy them
Yep.
individually. And the proceeds, that they're $14.
Mm-hmm.
The proceeds from that will go into you guys manufacturing, making more of these
Yep.
for
And
hospitals,
mm-hmm.
seniors living,
Yep.
homeless shelters, and those
Sure.
kind of bigger kind of moments.
Organizations.
Yep.
We're just sending them to like anybody that needs them that we can send them to.
Yep.
We're sending them to.
Yep.
And we've
Well, I have to
delivered
say, it's
locally.
not a surprise that you as a team came up with this idea and acted on it and made it happen, because I have to say, you guys were such, I mean, I've known you guys, I've been working with you for 7 years. I've come to Chicago. Me and my team will come, as you know, Laura and Randy and I will be in Chicago, and we go to dinner with you guys, and we always go to like the Soho House, or we go to like these like really interesting places. The athletic, what was that place? The
Yeah,
athletic.
the Chicago Athletic Club. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, amazing. That old building that was just refurbished into what that's become, which is amazing. And the rooftop bar and all of that.
Yep.
But we go there, and you know, we love that you guys are an American manufacturer. You're making,
Thanks.
you know, really a fabulous product. You guys are great partners, business partners, but you're also really creative team. You have this amazing team of creative people. You're creative. You have this incredible studio where we can go, and we're able to sort of create these, you know, our bedding collection, which is really awesome.
It is.
And I have to say, you know, this has been a great 7 years, and I really love our working relationship. But I just think it's so awesome, and it's not a surprise that you guys are doing what you're doing, because it's just part of who you guys are as a team. Every single one of you guys are so community based, are so like, it feels like a family. And I think that's one of the things that's so great about Eastern Accents, and what people love about it at High Point is that not only the sangria is delicious, as Carson Kressley's saying,
I know.
but you guys are always so inviting and so friendly, and you're such a big part of, you know, not the design community. And I think that that's really awesome. And I love what you guys are doing, and it's an honor to be associated at some level. And I love that you're using some of the fabrics from my bedding collection.
Yes.
Because I think that's so cool.
So there was one that was in there, Tom, that we put in, and it's kind of a little, the glitzy one. And it's Friday. And
it's Friday. I saw it. Here it is.
That's disco.
Fridays, Disco Fridays.
But disco at a distance. I mean, this is
Disco Friday.
Yeah.
Here we got with it's, I don't know if you can see it, but it's glitter. It's got like sort of a,
there's a
lurex shimmer. It's a little shimmer to it.
But it is
Friday's mask is disco at a distance, of course. So I love it. Very cute. So let's talk. I want to talk a little bit about. Well, we could talk about some of the most what are some of the most interesting and sort of favorite memories that you have of us working together for the last 7 years.
Okay, so Tom is sort of like a firecracker. Like people that don't know Tom comes into like a factory, and it's like this explosion. You're like, all right, he's here. It's like this energy. So you bring this amazing energy to the factory, and this amazing connection as well. And you connect with everybody, and everybody knows you. And it's just this great team feeling that you sort of foster. And
I have to tell you, Louise, I do love a factory, you know, working with the furniture, with Vanguard, and with you guys and all of our other partners. When I go to the factories, I'm really like, there's something really, I think, interesting, fascinating about, and I was talking to Alexa Hampton about this, about how many hands go into making something, and the expertise that each person has. and the pride that they take in what they're doing. And they're like, you know, a lot of people just think like betting just comes out of a machine and you just push the button
Sure.
and it's like, there it is.
Yeah.
But there's so many hands that go into it.
Yes,
It's
there
an,
are. It
it's a
is,
beautiful thing.
yeah, it is. It takes a ton of people to make all of this happen. And
Yeah.
what's interesting too is, so when Thom, just to explain to people, when Thom comes and works with us, Thom will give us ideas for things that he wants, and we work together, go send fabrics back and forth. We communicate about what he likes, doesn't like, talk about treatment and
Yeah.
proportions and different things like that. And then when Thom comes and visits, and always brings his great energy, we always have a really fun time. Like, we look at the beds and we put everything together, we'll change things, and we're able to like sew things immediately, or say, you might say, Thom will say, you know what, can we try this and maybe make this product instead? So we go and we grab it and we sew it right there. And 10 minutes later, we're like, yeah, what do you think? Do you like this?
Well, you know, Louise, I think design, when I talk about this all the time, I think design is such a dialogue. And I think that it's such a great, I think it's about communication. Design is for people. So here we are as a team, like, you know, Randy and Laura and I, and then you're there, and there's some, you know, we can have 3 or 4 or 5 people from Eastern Accents, and then we all have lunch together and we're talking about it and we're communicating. I think that dialogue and all of us looking at things and talking about it and bringing all of our experiences and our ideas and all of the expertise that everybody brings to the table, I think that's what makes it so great, because I think it goes through so many filters, and we're all excited about it. I mean, you love what you do, and you are like, you know, you're this amazing resource of from everything that we've done, you know, all of the products, you know, you're so involved in it, and you know so much about the manufacturing part of it, the business part of it, the fabric part of it, you know what I mean? And so I think that dialogue is what I think is what I find so exciting. And when I'm there at the factory, kind of communicating and connecting with everybody is so important to me, because I feel like when I leave, I understand the process, and and understanding the process, having that dialogue creates a really great foundation for great design. And I think that's across the board, whether you're designing a sofa, bedding collection, or somebody's living room. It's all about having that fabulous dialogue.
It is. And then I think you see it in person, and you're able to touch it, and you're able to style it and look at it. You change it and you tweak it. And when you come, you know, it's always great when you come, because we'll interpret things, but when you come, you see it in person, and you're just able to make those decisions, and you put the Thom aesthetic on it, and it's like, that's it, we're done. And it's always like,
I know, I think I love our meetings. I have to say, I feel like they're always so productive. They're great. Randy and Laura always are like, it's just, it's nice to be in that groove. But we've also had so much fun. We've done parties at High Point. Like, we did Get Into Bed with Thom.
We did.
It was hilarious.
That was unbelievable. I mean, what were there, like 16 of us on the bed? And I mean, it's a testament to how well we make the bed. But we did hear a little groan and a little crack. It took that amount of people to break the bed. But that was
amazing. What was the dance that we did?
Oh yeah, we did the flash mob dance.
The flash mob.
To your, it was like to your favorite song.
To Brandy. Was it Brandy?
Yes, you did Brandy.
Yep. So, it was Looking Glass Brandy.
Yes,
and
it was
we
awesome.
Had a whole flash mob. That was really fun. So, we did the keg party where I was like the bartender.
You were the bartender. Yep, that was a good one. We liked it.
We did the we did the parade. Oh my God,
we did the parade with Thom for President. That was
crazy. We had like Bentley and the high school band that was
marching
amazing.
Band.
Yeah. We had the mayor. I mean, it was crazy. It was hundreds of people. And then we had a big fabulous party at Eastern Accents.
And we made a great publicity campaign, and that was awesome. And that was another like off the cuff. Good.
That was Thom for President, and you have the mug. You have the mug right there, or you have the mug. Yeah, there it is, Thom for President. Which, by the way, that was so much fun to film. When we filmed that at the factory, that was so much fun.
It was great. I mean, we should have recorded the process of doing that, because that in itself was hilarious. And like, people have to understand, we have an old vintage bicycle. Thom got on the bike, the chain broke and Thom somehow still made the bike work. I mean, defying
Yeah.
logic, but you still made it work.
That's hilarious. That was
very
so much fun. But you know what? I just got a thing that said Lydia, by the way, who I love and adore, Lydia. She said her favorite memory was when we broke the bed at Get Into Bed with Thom at the High Point event. We were getting in and out of the bed.
Yes.
I got like a core workout because I was
I
like
know.
this. I got to
You
take
did.
a picture with people in the bed and I would get
Yes.
up by the, I mean, I literally, it was the best core workout I've ever had.
It was. I don't think you realized as many people wanted to get into bed with you, Thom. I mean, really. If
And
the
then
line was out the
pin.
door.
Then they would get the pin that said, I got into bed with Thom
Yes.
or
Yes.
something like that.
And it was that they were.
That sounded so slutty,
selfies.
but it was super fun. We had
worked.
such a good time.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's what Ridvan is so open, and Steve and Ridvan are always so open to these wacky ideas, which I think is great. And and so you know, when Laura told me, she called me because you're not going to believe that they're making masks. And I said, I totally believe it. It's amazing. And I'm so happy that we're able to have this conversation today. And hopefully people will understand how amazing. Look at that. It's incredible.
Like, we're cutting like thousands and thousands of these components and making them. It's just, it's crazy. But like you said, listen, women at home are doing it. People are making stuff on their sewing machines. It's really cool.
It's amazing.
Everybody
I agree with you. You know, one of the things I also want to talk about is Pandora Manor. It's an amazing, is there a website for Pandora Manor?
Yeah, pandorasmanor.com.
pandorasmanor.com. It's in High Point. It's a really beautiful old turn of the century house that Eastern Accents purchased and kind of turned into a hotel / kind of home base and a place where you guys throw events, not only for the industry, but for Eastern Accents. You guys do outside events. You have editors and a lot of people stay there, which is really cool, from different magazines. And you guys do industry parties and gatherings, and even just, you know, breakfast and come over and have a glass of wine kind of events, which is really cool. It's an amazing house. And you, Louise, kind of took that on as your baby. And what was that like? Was that crazy?
That was crazy. I mean, you know how crazy these things get. It's like a historic house, and then I'm working on it from Chicago. This house is in a different state. And then I'm working with, you know, you and a team of amazing, talented designers.
That's right. All of the designers. That's right. So all of the designers who have collections, licensed collections with Eastern Accents, all of us, from like Barkley to Alexa to the whole group, Celery, we all, there was a whole group of us, and we each got a room, and we each did that room in kind of our style with our bedding and all of that. And you guys did all the curtains and everything. And I used my wall coverings and pillows and the whole thing. And each room is a designer room that people get to stay in and experience a little sort of window into that designer, and also their bedding collection and so on and so forth. So, and we had a slumber party. That was fun. Was so much fun. It was so much fun. Yeah, it was great because we all actually really had an opportunity to kind of, it was a big project. And I think, you know, it was with the deadlines, you know, there's a lot happening, and you were not only getting ready for High Point, but getting that ready. And there was just a lot of balls in the air, and it was a really lovely celebration of a lot of hard work, certainly on your part, but everyone coming together. And we had a sleepover, and I have to say it was great because we all got to know each other. I mean, I remember it was my first time I really got to know Barclay, and he's hilarious. And he's such a great guy.
I know, and his beautiful legs.
Yeah, oh my God. When I was standing there talking to him and he had like a robe on and like underwear, I was like, okay, I'm going to go with this. It's a slumber party. I love it. It was fun. Hilarious.
It was a great gathering. We had a great chef come in and cook dinner. We just hung out. Yeah. It was really nice. And
what's nice about Pandora Manor is it really is like a communal kind of like open kitchen, and it's very much about bringing everyone together. And so hopefully in the near, not so far off future, we'll all be able to cohabitate in a responsible way, but also together. I'm looking forward to that. Well,
I think everybody is. We're all looking forward to getting just back to our new normal, you know?
Yeah. Well, Louise, I want to thank you so much for inviting us into Eastern Accents. You know, for me, it's like a home away from home, and I love
Thanks,
all of you
Tom.
guys. And I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of everything that you're doing, and I'm proud of our collection that we've done, that we are doing together, and that things that we have done. And I'm very excited about, you know, continuing and doing so many more things with you guys. And when,
Thank you.
again, I couldn't be more honored and proud to be associated with a company that is not only a great company on a typical Tuesday, but on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, where there's this amazing and wonderful, this great need right now. You guys are an amazing and wonderful company to step up to the plate and be
Thank you,
heroes. And I'm really, I really mean, it is truly respectable, and I love what you're doing. And you guys are amazing people. So thank you.
Thank you
thanks
very
for
much.
being here today. I'm going to stay on after this.
Okay.
And I'm going to answer some questions that people have sent in through. People can send questions to media@thomfilicia.com with photographs and different things like that. And when we have some time, we're going to try to do at the end of some of our segments is answer some of your questions. And we're going to do that today. But I also, Louise, while you're here, I want to do a shout out to my friends at Design Cincinnati. I did an amazing event with them last year, and it was right during the Blink. They have this great art exhibit in Blink called Blink in Cincinnati, and I participated in that, which was amazing. And it was a great event, and we raised a lot of money for a local charity for kids, and it's really a great thing called Design Cincinnati. They had to cancel their spring event this year, and this year they're doing a virtual luncheon, which I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. And Design Cincinnati is doing a virtual luncheon on Zoom with Susanna Salk and Stacy Beckwith on Friday at 1 p.m. To get tickets, go to www.designcincinnati at tom.com. YATH at home.com. Cincinnati at home.com. Cincinnati with a Y. Anyways, Carson is okay. Anyways, and Carson Kressley is going to be doing their September event. So, anyways, again, Design Cincinnati at home.com. There we go. It was a little bit of a spelling error. So, anyways, thank you, Louise, for being here.
Sorry about our technical problems. I'm going to get back to my clipping.
Okay, have a great day. Thank you for your work. Thank you for my beautiful masks. I love them.
Take care.
Monday through Sunday. I love my masks. Mwah. Thank you, everybody.
Bye, Tom.
Send my love to everybody at Eastern Accents. I love you guys.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, sweetie. So anyways, that was awesome to go a little. We were trying to go behind the scenes with Eastern Accents, but it was hard because it's a big concrete building, so we couldn't really do that. I wanted again to say to my friends at Design Cincinnati and that Susanna and Stacy are going to be doing on Friday at 1 p.m. They're going to be doing a virtual luncheon to raise money for this great charity, children's charity in Cincinnati that does really amazing things. And I was there. I was able to meet some of the kids. It was a beautiful event. They really turned out an incredible event at Design Cincinnati. And this year they're doing it virtual, and they have Susanna Salk and Stacy Beckwith, and it's going to be this Friday at 1 p.m. So please buy tickets and go to www.designcincinnati@home.com to find out more about it. Let me just say, this is designcincinnati@home.com is the email, not Cincinnati. Oh, so it is at home.com. Sorry. Oh my God. This is very confusing. It's home.com is the email, not Cincinnati. So I apologize for that. Okay. So we're going to take some questions, and let me see. What a great show today, Tom. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. I appreciate you. Thank you, Tom. You're the best, and you're Oh, we're your biggest fans. That is so Design Cincinnati. Well, I love Design Cincinnati, and thank you guys. Um, Question from Erica: how would you recommend putting together bedding on a king bed? Okay, so um, Erica sent me a photo of a bed, and basically, she's talking about a king size bed and how would I put bedding on it. She said it really didn't look like she had enough bedding, and I looked at it, and I think the situation is that this is how I start with bedding, and this is how I build a bed. So for a king size bed, the bedding pillow program is what we're talking about. On both sides of the bed, his and his, hers and hers, his and hers, however it works, or just his or hers or whatever. It's I do two king size uh, pillows in the pillow case to match the sheets. I then will do two king size pillow shams that generally will match the top of bed duvet. Okay. So now you've got four king size pillows, two on the lower part, which are in your sheet set, and two that are in the king size pillow that are a sham that matches the duvet. I then like to have two square 24 by 24, typically called a European sham, in front of the sham. In another decorative, it can match the duvet. You can be another sort of coordinating piece. But I love having those six pillows on the bed in a king size bed. And then I always put one great decorative pillow that really sort of comes out of left field and is sort of is like a summer thing or a winter thing, or it's just something you can change up and have fun with. That's maybe like an 18 by 18 or 20 by 20 that then bridges in between the two 24 by 24 European shams. That to me is sort of a basic sort of king size bed layout. If you want to add a roll or some decorative pillows or something that says like grandma's best, or or if you want something very chic, or you find a beautiful beaded pillow that you love, it's just there sort of as an extra little number to brighten it up. Do a throw over the end of the duvet. You can sort of add those things, but I see the duvet, the sheet set, the six pillows with that one decorative pillow in the middle. That to me is a great way to sort of have like a classic king size bed. And I think the scale of those pillows, those 24 by 24s, can handle the bed, and that 20 by 20 in the middle. I think that's a good scale thing. The Erica's bed, she had four king size pillows, which were correct. Two in the sheet set, two in the sham. But there was like four little tiny pillows that looked like chiclets, and it didn't really sort of hold up to the bed. So let's just see. Email question from Joanna. Oh, your cousin Roseanne was her parents' decorator. So my cousin, who is an amazing woman who I absolutely love, her name is Roseanne Smith. She lives in Fayetteville, New York. She is a interior designer extraordinaire. She actually did the house next to me. The plastic surgeon Mark and his wife, who live next door, and their family, who are amazing, here in Skinny Atlas, they worked with my cousin Roseanne, and she did their house, and it's a beautiful house. And Roseanne is amazing and super talented. And I'm so like, how cool is it that my cousin did my neighbor's house, and she's a great designer, and we're friends, and we hang out at High Point, and she's amazing. But so Roseanne was her parent. So Joanna's writing to us saying, your cousin Roseanne was my parents' decorator. How do you help guide your clients to find their aesthetic that matches their lifestyle? Okay, so the question is, Joanna is saying, how do you help guide your clients to find their aesthetic that matches their lifestyle? Okay, so this is what I do, Joanna. I tend to, when I have a private client, I meet with them, I go to their home, I see what they're about, I see their personal style, I get to know their personality, their relationships, whether it's children, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. And I get to know them. I find out what makes them tick. We talk about design. We create a dialogue, as we were talking earlier with Louise about how important dialogue is. And I create this great dialogue. We use Pinterest. I always say, like, you can rip images out of a magazine while you're laying in bed, individually, as a couple, however you want to do it, and show me things that you love, that you gravitate towards. Show me things you hate, that you don't like, that you think are like not what you want. Even though I used to hate the word, use the word hate, but things that you dislike. And that's really a great way. And you create this dialogue, and all of a sudden, as a designer, I can look at something and say, that is so Joanna. Joanna would love that. I don't think, and Joanna would not like that at all. So you kind of have this, understanding of who your client is and what they're trying to accomplish, what their personality is, what their style is. And your goal as a designer is to really understand that and see the world through your client's eyes, and also bring to the table all of your creativity, all of your experiences, and all of your expertise, and sort of merge those things. And it's like anything, design is a dialogue. You're only as good as your client. Your client has to communicate with you, be open with you, give you a budget, give you a timeline, talk to you, be honest with you, be open with you. And you as a designer have to be willing to listen, and really take all that information in, and understand that that you're creating this bespoke environment for these clients. So that's how I do that, Joanna. And I hope that was helpful. Viewer question. What height would you recommend hanging artwork at if the ceiling is 8 feet high? Well, I always say that, artwork there's really great ways to hang artwork. And I'm going to show you a few maybe kind of interesting moments here in my house. Let me tap this. So here's a piece that I just hung the other day, and it's, kind of over here. You can see it with the tree. It's kind of a cool piece. It's one of my pieces from my collection of art from Wendover. But it's a little bit low. And the reason it's a little bit low is because there's no furniture in that area. So it kind of has to sort of take it has to take up of that sort of area, that volume. Now you'll notice over here, this one is much higher, and you can see that this one is much higher. It's centered nicely between the crown of the room and just about 6 inches off of the console. And then I always do some wacky, fun things. Like this is my dog, Paco, who passed away about 4 years ago. And he died at 16 years old. I adopted him from ARF in the Hamptons. And I have this amazing photograph of him on a door that I just think looks so cool. So I just say, like, you always want to find a fun place to sort of just pop a painting that's sitting there. Here's a great piece. And then you have this piece just sort of floating up against it. I have these pieces in my entrance hall that are kind of like almost creating like this interesting sort of vertical moment that goes very low. And then I'll have like a collection of artwork like this kind of going up my stairs. But anyways, so it's all about proportion and height, and understanding the scale of what you're doing. So I would say, when you're hanging artwork with an 8-foot ceiling, sorry about that. When you're hanging artwork with an 8-foot ceiling, I think you want to start out with, do you want this to be something that is going to be above a console? And if it is, I would say, if it's a big piece, maybe go 6 to 8 inches above the console. If it's a smaller piece, maybe just lean it, let it sit on the console and stack a couple pieces. That's a great look. If there's nothing there and it's the 8 feet, and let's say it's a piece that's maybe 36 by 24 or 36 by 36, I would say you want it to be at a place where when you're standing, it looks comfortable to you, but it might be a little bit low because there's really nothing below it. So you don't want it to look like it has like high waters and it's too tall, So it's really about understanding proportion. I don't think there really is an accurate like height. I would say a sconce, I usually say, is about 68 inches off the floor on center is a good starting point, but that's a lighting fixture. And also that will be dependent on the ceiling height. Artwork, I think you really want to look at it as scale and proportion, and have fun with it, and have some quirky moments. Lean things, put them on a door, hang it on a bookcase. It's really about creating. It's art, and it's meant to be artful. You want to be able to sit down on your sofa and see it. You want to be able to stand in a room and have this kind of beautiful landscape of art that's in different locations and heights, and it creates this kind of rhythm. So anyways, that's my philosophy. Let me see if there's any other questions here. Okay, no more questions. So I think, oh my God, look, it's already, it's time to wrap up, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming and doing house calls with me today, and with Eastern Accents, and doing the behind the scenes and seeing how amazing it is what they're doing and making face masks and being a part of the solution, which is so important. And tomorrow at 12 p.m., tomorrow's Friday, so every Friday, Carson Kressley, who does Fab from the Farm at noon every day, and I do my show at 1 every day, as you know, because you're watching it right now. And so House Calls is at 1, Fab at the Farm with Carson is at noon. But tomorrow, on Fridays, Carson and I are going to be doing Fab from the Farm and House Calls kind of all together. So 12 o'clock tomorrow, you will see Carson and I at Fab on the Farm, and then we're going to roll right into house calls. And tomorrow I'm going to do a lot of questions. So if you have questions, please send them to media@thomfilicia.com. You can also go on to my Instagram, my regular Instagram. You can go to media@thomfilicia.com. And also, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow at House Calls, and also at Fab at the Farm at noon here on Instagram Live. Thank you guys for answering my house call yet again. Another day that we are all staying home and following the rules, and having a little bit of fun and talking about design. Thank you for inviting me into your home. I always appreciate an invitation. And so thank you very much. Remember, tomorrow is not the same bat time and same the bat place. We are doing it at noon, but it will be with this baddie-ass decorator. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Stay healthy. Big kiss, and see you tomorrow.